When things come in packages or bundles, we tend to get a better deal on them.
Let's make a deal.
Take this camera for instance. This is the camera that I'm using to record this video on. When I bought it, it came in a bundle set with other accessories that when combined, gave me a better deal than if I would have gotten them separately. Now you can apply this same concept of bundling when it comes to your business bank account, and your business credit. Many major banks not only offer business banking so you can establish a checking and savings account for your business, but they also offer business credit options that you're most likely to get approved for because you already have a relationship with that bank through your business checking or saving account. That's why it's important for small business owners to use a little strategy when it comes to picking a bank for your business. And this strategy is what I call a business banking and credit starter pack. That's opening a business bank account with one of these 5 banks and then using that established relationship to get approval for one of their business banking cards. Now, before I get into each of these, let's quickly go over the basics of building a good relationship with your bank and what that is. Now, let's say a stranger walked up to you and asked to borrow $10,000. Would you lend it to them?
I need to borrow your car right quick.
Or what if it was your best friend who already gives you a cut of their business revenue and now they want to know if you would invest $10,000 into their business?
Let me think about that for a moment.
How likely would you loan $10,000 to your best friend versus to a stranger? Well, in this example, you are the bank and your best friend is a small business owner just like yourself. The fact that you're best friends describes your relationship because your friend has been using you, the bank, to hold the money that they make from their business. And you've been profiting off of that by loaning that money out to other people with interest. Because that's how banks make their money when you go and open up a bank account. And because you're already making money with your best friend in their business, you're probably likely to loan them money versus a stranger you never met.
Bye, Felicia.
And that is the goal of a good banking relationship. Getting the bank to a point where they feel comfortable extending credit and money to you. Now, did that sound right to y'all? Because it did in my head when I first wrote it. Anyway, a banking relationship does not have to start with you opening up a checking or savings account. You may already have relationships with banks because they service your mortgage, or you may have a personal credit card with other banks, or maybe a bank serves as your brokerage. Just know that you don't have to have a checking or savings account to have an established relationship. The most important thing is being a customer of theirs, and that relationship is good to the point where you're consistently depositing money into your accounts or paying your debts on time, instead of a bad relationship where you're always overdrafting, struggling to meet the minimum balance, and missing payments. And so one of the best times to capitalize off the relationship is when you first open your business checking account. Now here's a tip. When you're looking to open a business bank account, go in person. Now I know you can open accounts online and apply for credit cards, but going in person will only enhance your relationship with your new bank. Why? Because bankers and loan officers inside the bank have way more flexibility and leverage to help you out versus some automated system on their website. So instead of getting an email saying that your account's being reviewed and they're going to get back to you in such and such days, you oftentimes get a "let me bring my manager in so we can get you what you need." Branch managers hate to see potential customers walk out the door, and they do their best to help your concerns if you have any. So just by going to the bank in person ups your approval chances, enhances your business relationship, and gives you the opportunity to fully explain your concerns to an actual human. So if you can, go in person so you can truly start building that relationship. And now that we've all touched and agreed on the importance of a banking relationship, let's get into these 5 banking credit starter packs, which I've listed in no particular order, but I'm going to start with Bank of America because even though they have some good checking options, a lot of new business owners have found it difficult to get approved for their credit cards. In fact, I'm recommending that you have at least a 750 credit score with no late payments and no blemishes on the credit report. But you may be able to mitigate some of that with their Business Advantage Fundamentals checking account. You'll need at least $100 to open this account, but Bank of America requires you to keep at least $5,000 in it at a minimum so that you don't get charged their monthly fee of $16. Or you have to spend at least $250 a month on their debit card to avoid this fee. Unfortunately, there aren't any cashback bonuses to open the account per se, but if you're approved for the Business Advantage Unlimited Cash Rewards card and keep at least $20,000 in your bank account, you can receive up to 75% more cash back on top of the 1.5% cash back that you already get with the credit card. That's about 2.5% cash back on any and everything you purchase with the card. But if you haven't reached those numbers quite yet, you can still get $300 cash back by spending $3,000 within the first 3 months of having the credit card. And if you break that down, that's about $1,000 a month that you have to spend on top of the 0% offer for the first 9 months and no annual fee. And if you do decide to open the account online, they make it easy for you to bundle by just clicking the box to apply for the credit card at the same time that you're opening a checking account. And like I said, if you have a credit score that's hovering around 750 with no negative items, then you'll definitely want to apply for both at the same time. Now, speaking of difficult credit approvals, it's also said that Chase cards can be tough to get approved for as well. But with the Chase Business Complete checking account, if you maintain a minimum balance of just $2,000 and you have at least 5 transactions within the first 60 days, they will give you $300. Now that's free money for just keeping a minimum balance and using your bank account. And you can start your account with just $100 and work your way up to $2,000 so that you can avoid the monthly fee of $15. And once you establish your account with positive transactions, you can apply for their Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card that gives you 1.5% back on all of your purchases. Now I suggest having at least a 700 credit score before you apply for any Chase card. But once you're approved, you can get an additional $750 cash back once you spend $7,500 within the first 3 months. And that may be kind of steep for new businesses because that's $2,500 a month. But they can at least enjoy the 0% interest rate for the first 12 months. Now, Capital One is known for being one of the easiest approvals for their business banking and for their business credit cards. In fact, I got my first business credit card with Capital One way before I knew anything about business credit. So Capital One's basic checking account also requires $100 to open, and you'll have to keep at least $2,000 minimum in it so you can avoid the $15 monthly fee. And then the Capital One Spark 1% Classic is one of the most easiest business credit cards that you can get approved for because you only need to have fair credit. And they define fair credit as having a limited credit history, new credit, or having defaulted on a loan within the past 5 years. So I would say having a credit score around a 680 should get you approved with no issues. Now, Truist Bank was formed from the merger of BB&T and SunTrust, and you may like that their simple business checking account has no minimum balance and no monthly fees, so you don't have to worry about how much is in your account to keep up a good relationship. But you will need $100 to open the account. And from there, you can apply for their Business Cash Rewards card where you can receive 3% back on gas, 2% back on dining and office supplies, and then 1% back on everything else. And when you choose to have your cash back from your credit card deposited into your Truist business banking account, you can get up to 10% more cash back on top of the 0% interest for the first 9 months. So I hope you can see how having a checking and credit account with the same bank can get you free cash. And speaking of free cash, US Bank is just throwing it out there with their Silver Business checking account. Even though you only need $100 to open the account, if you deposit $3,000 within the first 30 days and maintain it for 60 days along with 5 transactions, they will give you $300. In addition to that, they don't have a minimum balance or charge a monthly fee. And not only are they giving away free money with their checking accounts, but also with their Triple Cash Rewards business credit card. If you spend $4,500 within the first 5 months, they will give you $500 cash back. That's only $900 a month. And this card has the longest time of 0% interest with the first 15 months free. That's well over a year for you to scale up your business without having to pay interest. Now, along with that, you get 3% cash back on gas, food, cell phone services, and office supplies. You could potentially get up to $800 with US Bank by just opening up accounts and using them like you normally do. But you gotta act fast because the checking account offer ends at the end of July 2022. A business bank account is crucial to the start of your new business and getting business credit. And you can open so many doors that may have been closed to you just by having a good banking relationship and applying for one of these starter packs. But to see how I got off to a little bit of a rocky start with one of the banks I use for my business, go ahead and check out this video. So I'm Ty, that was Little Square Biz, and I'm out.